Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how you can order new cabinet doors for your kitchen cabinets to completely give your kitchen a new look, reface the kitchen, and basically give it a complete makeover for a fraction of the cost of ripping out your cabinets and installing new ones. So we decided to go this route for our kitchen because our cabinets are solid wood, they're in good condition, we are good with the layout of the current kitchen and where the cabinets are currently placed. There's plenty of them. We're not doing any major changes in terms of tearing out walls, changing layout, anything like that. So we are going to keep our current cabinets, and we ordered new doors. So we ordered a shaker style door, and we are going to paint them to completely change the look. As you can see right now, we have kind of an orangey color oak cabinet, and they have kind of a 90s style frame. We knew that we could paint these, especially because they are real wood, and they still look nice. But since we're doing a full upgrade with like nice countertops and new backsplash, we wanted to get the new cabinet doors to completely change the look of the kitchen so that it didn't look like we painted a 90s kitchen and put really nice countertops in, and you could still see the old style cabinet doors. The other reason, and honestly the main reason why we wanted to buy new doors, is because there are huge gaps in between each cabinet door in our kitchen, and all the cabinet doors are different sizes, and so we want to fix that. So we're going to get full overlay shaker style, so it's going to fill in all the gaps. They're going to come closer together. It's going to look a lot more modern and a lot more new. So I'm going to walk you through today a couple options that you have for ordering new cabinet doors. So there are several companies that I'm going to go through with you that you can use to do this yourself. I'm going to tell you how we did it and let you know your options. So let's get started. And I'm going to start by telling you a couple companies you can use. If you go with one of the companies where you order the doors yourself, they're obviously going to ask you to measure and put in the measurements for the doors that you're going to order. They're going to give you a few options. If you are happy with the size of your current door and you just want to replace them with a new style, then you will obviously just measure the size of the door itself. So measure the actual door. If you are doing what we are doing and hoping to have a larger overlay on your new doors than you currently have, then you're actually going to use the inside of the cabinet for your measurement, and then they will tell you, depending on how much of an overlay you want, how much to add. So for example, if I measure this from one end to the other, because I want two doors to meet on this cabinet, they will tell me to take this measurement, add X inches, and remove like half an inch, and that will give me the final measurement. And then if I want it to be two doors, I will divide it by 2. If this was a single cabinet, you would obviously take the measurement from here to here, add whatever they give you for the overlay, and that is your new size for your cabinet door. They will tell you how to do the same thing with height, and I will show you some examples for that. So that's what you would be doing. You're also going to want to acknowledge whether or not your current hardware is inside the cabinet or on the exterior of the cabinet. If you have exterior hardware, an easy swap for updating your kitchen is to move it to the inside, because that completely changes the look, and that's easy to do. All of the cabinet stores will give you the option to order new hardware for the inside when you order. So that gives you the option to get full overlay hardware, soft close hinges, things like that. So that will be another thing that you will likely order with your cabinet doors. We also have a full bank of drawers here, and we have these smaller drawers at the top of all of our lower cabinets. We're going to get those to be a little bit more full overlay, so there's not as much space around them. So the new panels are going to take up more room. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you which cabinets we picked and show you the color that we're considering. This is from the Cabinet Door Shop website. We picked a basic shaker, so nothing crazy. You can get a basic shaker from any of the companies that I mentioned. And then the color that we chose, we originally picked Natural Cream by Benjamin Moore, and it did not look right in our kitchen. So what we ended up doing was Pale Oak by Benjamin Moore, and it is the perfect grayish color for our kitchen. Hello, as you can see, we are basically in a new kitchen. Our new doors are on and painted. So I'm going to walk you through how we did this, how we ordered them, and some options for you to order them yourself. So I did look into all the options that included me ordering them myself, which means I would measure them, order them myself, and they would come in and I would install and paint them myself. Most of those places also had the option to order them primed or painted for an additional cost. So I looked into all of those options, got the budgets, was great with all those options. And then my realtor actually reached out and said, hey, I know what you're doing in your kitchen. I have somebody local that you can go through if you want to just get a price from him, see if it makes sense. So I did reach out to him and I told him what we were trying to do. He is a custom cabinet maker, but he does order the doors from another company for his cabinets. So he came out, he measured, he gave me a price for ordering the doors through this other company that included him doing the measuring and him doing the install. And he also did have options for him to prime them and paint them for us. His price, which included him measuring them and him installing the doors, was the same price as it would have cost me to get them from some of these other companies that didn't include measure and install. I'd be doing that myself. So I just figured might as well go through him. He's local, and that way he could help me out. And he also, because he's a cabinet maker, we did have him prime our doors for us. And the only reason we didn't have him paint them is because he would have used a lacquer paint, which wouldn't have matched our oak boxes. So we painted them ourselves, but he did prime them for us, which means they came in like perfect primed condition, ready for paint. You can look locally to see if somebody can do that for you. Check with your cabinet makers, see if there is a cabinet door company where you live. There is in a lot of places. We just live in a smaller area where there is not one. The company he ordered them from, you can also order them from yourself. It is called the Cabinet Door Shop, and I will link them down below. That is one of the options for where you can order doors yourself. Some of the other options I came across is called New Cabinet Doors. I found them on Instagram, and they can make you custom doors for IKEA cabinets or regular cabinets to your specifications. They can give them to you raw, primed, or painted. There is also the Cabinet Door Store, Barker Doors, Fast Cabinet Doors, and I'm sure there are many more, but those are the ones I found. I will link them all below so that if you are trying to take on this project, you can look into each of those. Maybe one of those is local to where you live, depending on where you are. So those are some options you can check out. So I did price doors through several of those companies and our local contractor, and I compared them. Basically, what he priced us was very comparable to the other places. I think I priced 3 or 4 of those that I listed, and one was on the higher end, one was on the very low end, and then the other 2 were in the middle, and that was where his fell. So I was really comfortable with that choice. But like I said, there's lots of great options if you want to order some new cabinet doors like this. And then I'm going to show you what they looked like when he came and installed them primed, and then we had to take them down and paint them. This is the day he came and installed the prime doors. As you can see a little peek of the oak cabinets behind in the trim, but this is what they looked like primed. They honestly looked great, but that's also how we decided that it was too white. We just finished painting and I am thrilled. I cannot wait to show you guys the final kitchen before and after, but we have a few things to do. We have to finish out this island. We are waiting for a new stove and all that, and a couple little odds and ends, and then we will show you the makeover. Okay, well, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope this was really helpful and you can get some ideas for possibly completely redoing your kitchen on a budget without having to rip out your existing cabinets. Totally new look. Our kitchen, this kitchen, looks like a completely different space. It looks like we just had a massive renovation done with these new doors. I could not be more thrilled with how it turned out. So I hope this was helpful, and maybe you can have the same effect in your kitchen. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.